My name is Stefan Farias. This is my TOK presentation. I'm going to talk about morality and ethics. My knowledge issue is to what extent is morality manipulated by authorities. My real life situation is the intervention into Libya from the United States with humanitarian reasons. The areas of knowledge I'm going to talk about are ethics and history. As we all know, at the beginning of this year, 2011, a group of rebels started a revolution against Muammar Gaddafi in Libya, asking for better rights and a democracy in the country. Muammar Gaddafi, who's been as president for the last 41 years, started to attack these rebels militarily, and due to this attack, thousands of people have died in the last month. The United States thought it was proper to intervene in the situation in Libya to avoid more civilian casualties. So the United States went to the Security Council asking for permission to intervene into Libya with humanitarian reasons. First of all, I'm gonna tell what is morality. Morality is the quality of being in accord with standards of right or good conduct. What is ethics? Ethics is a set of principles of right conduct. It is also the study of general nature of morals. What does humanitarian mean? Humanitarian is the promotion of human welfare and social reforms. What is authority? Authority is the power to enforce laws, command, or judge. What is moral action? Well, morality is relative. It depends on the situation and the background. Most of the case, religion, location, and circumstances. Ethics basically is the study of morals in society. Ethics has two sides: the ethical relativism and the ethical absolutism. The ethical relativism is it says that the ethics are not universal, that they depend on the individual or on the cultural background. On the other hand, the ethical absolutism talks about a moral principle, the moral principles always and everywhere applicable. That whether something is right or wrong does not depend on the person. It doesn't depend on anything. It is universal. Going back to real life situation, the United States, there are two sides in these. There are two different perspectives in this intervention. The first one against the intervention of the United States, and the other one in favor. The group in favor is composed by France, United Kingdom, Spain, and most of the European countries, and the United States. And the one against gathers the Arab League, and say China, Russia, and others. Now, is it this humanitarian can an invasion or a military intervention be humanitarian? The term humanitarian kind of implies it means that the promotion of human welfare, but the term military intervention kind of implies war, death, violence, which goes totally upside to what their promotion of human welfare is. However, the United States has given this term, let's say, reason humanitarian. It has called this reason humanitarian because they want to avoid a massacre. They want to decrease the number of casualties, the civilian casualties in this revolution. On the other hand, the group of countries that are against this intervention show different, let's say, different perspective. Believe that the United States are actually planning to obtain the oil of this country and in a future. However, they also believe that the self-determination of a country is the best way of achieving democracy or revolution. They also believe that the problems when the United States has done military intervention in places such as Iraq or Afghanistan, the end is well known. That it has not been as the United States thought it was going to be. So basically, these are the two sides of the story. So, for a matter of fact, I personally believe that a military intervention cannot be humanitarian in a sense, because this problem has not been from between Gaddafi and civilians. It has been between Gaddafi and rebels who actually have hands and military equipment. So, as a matter of fact, by military intervention from the United States to the country and helping the rebels is, in a sense, increasing the violence and not letting the country to self-determine towards a democracy. What also makes this topic kind of not dependable, let's say, in a sense, from the United States, is that in other occasions, the United States have not worked towards humanitarian purposes. For example, in 1995, where when Rwanda had a massacre between the Hutus and the Tutsis, when they had a tribal war, they did not participate because Rwanda, as we all know, is a Central African country with not a high amount of natural resources that could have been good for the United States. Another example also can be the massacre in Kosovo, letting thousands of dead people. Anyway, going back to the knowledge issue, is this intervention moral? Can we call it military intervention humanitarian. I'm willing to claim that the evidence here points to a clear answer for the question: to what extent is morality manipulated by authorities? In this case, from a personal point of view, morality has been manipulated in a sense that they have mixed humanitarian reasons. They've shown the humanitarian reasons, as I said before, with my personal point of view, as a mask to intervene and have power over the Libyan population, over Libya. So I conclude that morality is definitely, in this case, manipulated by the authorities. Thanks.